Day 45 consistency. I'm stronger than my worst days, and so are you. We've all been there where we think it's the worst day of our life. It's a tough day. We're facing challenges. Nothing seems to go right. Everything that can go wrong does. And we just feel defeated. And it's the worst day of our life yet. But we all know that tomorrow comes, we take a shower, it's a new day, a new chance. And that one bad day was just a bad day. And we all get them. They come, more often than we want them to. But then we get good days. And we have to remember that every tough day so far, we've gotten through it. We've survived 100% of our worst days. And we continue to do it. If you can do something one time, you can do it 100 times. And we just have to understand that they'll come and some will be worse than others. Like I said, it's the worst day we've had yet. Because worse days are coming. What defines a bad day? If nobody in your family or a close friend died, that's kind of like the worst day. Maybe, getting fired from a very prominent job might be up there. A breakup might be up there, but compared to a divorce, what's worse? A divorce with your husband or wife, or a breakup, with somebody you dated in college? To that person in college, that might be the worst day of their life so far, but it still beats getting divorced, depending on how in love you were when you got married. Same thing with, losing a family member to death versus you got in a car wreck, but nobody died. There's different balances to life, but you have to remember that tomorrow's going to come. Watch my video. We have tomorrows for a reason. And that's because that it just shows life goes on, and you will too. Have another video. People leave, things change, and they do. But there's going to be a new day. The sun's going to rise, and you have new opportunities. You can make the next day the better day. You just can't let today defeat you. You can't let a tough day be your last day. You can't give up. You can't, say, life, you win this time. You have to make it through the night, sleep, and start again on the new day. You have to, reset, replenish, renew your mind, reset your goals, recalibrate, whatever it takes. And know that you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. You've done hard things. You've survived worse things. And you keep going. You keep making it happen. You keep making it shake. Like, nothing should shake your confidence. Yeah, it's okay to have a hard day. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be, exhausted. It's okay to be down and just at the end of the day, lay in your bed, lay on the couch, whatever, and just be like, today was horrible. Today was tough. I didn't think I was going to make it. But then reflect and know that, hey, I did make it. And I can make it again tomorrow. And I can make tomorrow better. I can improve. Or the bad news I got today, you don't let it affect you tomorrow, because you're expecting better news. You're expecting something better to happen. And when you have this expectation and this belief, you manifest it. Or if you're a believer, you pray about it. And it will come, because what you seek, you will find. What you mentally prepare your mind for and focus on and expect, you will receive. Here's the caveat. You don't always receive it when you want it. You have to learn patience, because you will get it when God wants you to have it, or when the universe wants you to have it. That's why delayed gratification and patience are two very prominent and important things. But they are things that are vital to your success. You have to have delayed gratification to graduate college. You have to have delayed gratification and patience to be promoted. If you're just got hired in a company today, entry level, and you want to be a VP, that's going to take a lot of patience. That's going to take some delayed gratification. That's going to take some sacrifice. Some long hours, some missing some family time sometimes, if that's the position you want. Same thing with college. You might have to tell your friends, hey, I can't go out this weekend. I got a big test. I got a big exam. I got a final exam. Hey, I got to focus on this. Fitness. We already know that's an everlasting journey, whether you're trying to build muscle and be a pro bodybuilder, or you're just trying to not have a dad bod, or lose unwanted fat. Those are both delayed gratification and patience. If you're a believer, a spiritual believer, and you want to get to heaven, is that delayed gratification? You got to say no to a lot of bad things. We're all sinners, but you got to try to fast from a lot of things. So just think about that. Being a millionaire, budgeting, managing your expenses, not spending more than you make, that's delayed gratification to an extent. You got to delay the good for the great. Can't make a 100K salary and then go buy a whole bunch of, a Lamborghini or whatever, Corvettes, BMWs, because you're squandering your wealth. So think about these things. You gotta be able to delay the good for the great, and you gotta know that bad days will come, but you've already had bad days. You've already conquered bad days, and if you can conquer it once, you can conquer it 100 times. And just know that you're better than you've been giving yourself credit for. You're smarter, you're stronger, you're more mentally prepared, you're more accomplished. Like I said, you've already done these things. Channel your inner child, where you played sports, where you played a musical instrument, when you did drama, art. Those things are not easy, and you did them as a kid. You overcame them. So why not do it as an adult? And a lot of you've already accomplished things as an adult. And man, that's a dangerous person. Somebody that knows what they're capable of and knows that they still have potential above that. Whew, man, you're unstoppable. You just don't know it yet. You just need somebody to pull it out of you. You need somebody to tell you that. You need a mentor. You need a coach. You need a actual life partner, actual good husband or wife that's going to tell you the truth. A friend, a real friend, an accountability partner. You need these things because they're going to tell you, hey man, you've been playing small. You're better than you've been, putting out there. And they're going to allow you to grow. They're going to pull the boy out of the man, or the man out of the boy. They're going to pull the woman out of the girl. You just need to accept it. You need to realize it, and then you need to accept it. And you need to start living that life. Live your truth. I always preach that. Like, that's your truth. You're already a millionaire. You're already a great husband, great dad. You're already a great woman, great wife, great mom. You're already these things long before you have them, long before you truly are them physically. You have to be them here first. Things happen twice, first in your mind, then in reality. But too many people live in this disbelief, this self-limitation, this imposter syndrome, that they're not good enough, that they don't have what it takes. But you've already done it. You've already been doing it. You've already proved it. You just haven't lived it out fully. But once you start to believe, once you start to act in your belief, because that's true belief, is that your actions follow. The world doesn't reward intentions. I want to be a good person. No. It rewards behaviors. You become a good person. And by that, you actually truly become it. People will be like, that person's a good person because their actions show it. Their words align with their action. There is evidence there. There is fruit on the tree. And that's when you get everything that you want. That's when you start to have the life you want. And the life you want, no matter how good it is going to still come on bad days. And you're stronger than your bad days. You're stronger than your worst days. You've survived them before, and you will continue to survive them. And I wish you peace and blessings on your journey.